Growing up, reading was my passion. Books were my escape into a world that went beyond my front door. I loved her books. I read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings I don't know how many times before I was an adult. From the time I opened the first page and What You Looking at Me For? Didn't come to stay, only came to say Happy Easter Day, struck me because I was a Black girl, just like Maya Angelou, growing up in the church, being raised by my grandmother, doing Easter pieces. Imagine growing up and getting to become friends, not just friends, sister, daughter, mentor to Maya Angelou. Unimaginable to me that that would happen. I would now say that she is one of the greatest influences in my entire life. She is like a mother to me, a sister to me, a friend to me, has been a great mentor for me. And I have sat at her table, sat at her feet, sat on the side of her bed, sat on her floor, listened to her words of wisdom for years. And I remember the very first time I went to visit her, I could not believe, it was one of those out-of-body things. I could not believe I am in Maya Angelou's house. I grew up, it just makes me tear to think about it. I grew up reading her books. She was like the biggest rock star in the world to me. And now I'm sitting in her house. And you know the first thing she did? She cooked a meal for me and she read me poetry. I sat at her feet and she read Paul Laurence Dunbar to me out loud. Unbelievable. And I was telling her my life story and sharing with her some of the mistakes I'd made in my 20s. And I shall never forget, in that moment, she said to me, that was when you're 20, and now you're in your 30s. When you know better, you do better. It's one of the great lessons of my life.